Doors closing.
Constitution Avenue, Northwest. Stop requested.
Doors open. Doors open.
My caseworker is helping me on looking for some programs and stuff. So
Respect and peace. Like I can tell you.
This video is a time lapse. This video is a time lapse. Watch this.
Why ain't nobody helping her, helping me, helping the guy in the wheelchair? It's in Washington, D.C. And it's all kinds of people not helping people who need help. They say, when I say, why don't you help people like me? They say, what's people like you? I say, people who need help. And you know what they do? This is what they do. They ignore. They ignore. They ignore and they scare. They ignore, they scare, and they handle. That's a handler right there. He's old, but he's a handler. He probably been handling people for 40, 50 years. And what does everybody else do? They walk by and forget, and they don't feed us. Even when we stand around the sign that say mentally ill and hungry, they ignore. And this is a lawyer building. They ignore sister with the baby. They ignore. That's what they do. They ignore. And this is Washington, D.C., the capital of the land with the most incarcerated population in the planet. And they ignore people asking for help. And they wonder why everybody's amassing here with guns wanting to shoot all the crackers and help all the people. And it's because they ignore all of us. They ignore all of us. Example. And the example is I make this video and nobody's saying they're not ignoring us. And they keep walking by ignoring us with their half-eaten pizzas not helping us. They're ignoring all of us. And that's why I'm good at what I do, because I don't mind saying fuck you in front of babies, because I love children. And it's for us because the crackers ignore us. And guess what? They look like all people from all over the world, these crackers. It just means whipped crackers. They're all shades, all tones, all nationalities who ignore. And that's all. And guess what? I take a urination there multiple times a day with the police and the federal people and the people who guard this building thinking it's fucking okay. Because everyone here sucks, including that lady who's ignoring us right now, who's a weird old bitch with black lipstick on. The fuck is she doing? Hey lady, ignore us some more. Show us your black lipstick, you old trampy bitch. And that's why, just because they ignore. Example. She looks like a librarian, but really she ignores suffering. And that's just the sad part. It's just the sad part of it all. Saddest part. And I don't want to be the one to break your bubble, but the people with the dreadlocks ignore us too. The people with the dreadlocks ignore us too. I'm sorry, but they fucking do. And they try and act like they care. Fuck America. Fuck the USA anyways. Fuck the USA. Fuck the USA anyways. That's all you gotta say. Let's have something new, because they all ignore, even the cool artists. We ignore the sufferers, but we're cool, because we're on meds, and we got Doc Martens and other fancy tight pants and weird dumb shit that no one cares about. Because they ignore the women with the babies, and the crazy white people, and the dying old people, and the veterans. Don't worry, talk to a professional, get your meds. There's no professionals to talk to, but plenty of assholes to give us meds. I choose flowers. I don't believe in a flag where the 7 stripes on it that are red stand for stripes of red fucking blood. It kind of looks like Nazi America, except for there's American flags. Look at the architecture in Washington, D.C. Some people just stand around acting like they got symptoms of medication so people know what to take. See, look, police, they don't care, because we're correct and everybody else is wrong for ignoring us. Hi, I'll make it easy. Hi, I'm crazy. Can you help me? Sorry, Nate, we're out catching other people who are actually pieces of shit. Because once we lock up the villains, once we lock up the murderers and the rapists and the pedophiles and the human traffickers, the judges let them out to every community every day. You can look it up by zip code. They let out the villains, so why should the police arrest the murderers and the rapists and the pedophiles and human traffickers? Because the judges let them out. Back to the communities every day. And no one does nothing, they ignore it, and now everyone's scared because they know in their block they have rapists, murderers, people who fucking abduct children, and people who buy and sell their brothers and sisters for a minute or for their lifetime, and no one cares. They just dress like dipshits and try to ignore it when they're billionaires and millionaires and lawyers. What I'd really like to see is the people with the guns, who are the police and the military, teach the American people how to care for human beings rather than ignore the suffering, even here in the nation's capital, in front of children and everyone. And that's why it's okay, because no one does care. And watch them walk by her and she got a baby. No, they can't fucking help because they don't give a fucking rat's asshole. I'm sorry, but they don't give a fuck about you and your baby neither. They don't care about me neither. And I don't know her. And this is called Fuck You from Washington, D.C. Eat my shit. That's my piss. And I'll do it again. Walk in it. Some people walk in it and giggle when they walk by because everyone's woke and magic around here. Hey, bitch, I'm magic too. Fuck you.
I love you, Elizabeth, very much. I'm gonna get that double-headed Seminole alligator for you. That's Frederick Douglass's house, but you can't see it in the nighttime.
Santos. Got some colored pencils. Get some x-rays. That looks like exchange, not change. Can we please progress? When they hush their first husband for heaven to seduce more, one sure hand-in-hand ticket to heaven, mate, is childbirth. That seems to be the law, so no moms for me, only potential moms. It's my new day. What? She's giving that shit like, nah, get away. I gotta get a new man for heaven, get a few of them. Well, I'm not trying to be in heaven with a bunch of dudes and one lady. One in whose kid is whose. As for our friend Justice,
Also known as Jesus. And you might wonder where my clowny ass is. And that's called the White House. And that's where they sign the pieces of paper that run the world, right? And that's where they have cool meetings. They give tours. They got a water fountain out front. They got plenty of security. And I don't know. Let's take a closer look.